My gosh, have I been muted this entire time? And there's still somebody there watching. All right, guy. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness I'm not muted anymore. Can you hear me? Like, anybody let me know? Gosh, have I been muted this entire time? Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's so annoying and embarrassing. I'm such a noob, you guys. It's okay. Hopefully it's endearing. If we were going to get viewers, not anymore. But you're still there, so that's cool. So this reading starts off with the Way. And this is a Holy Arcana card from the Patch Tarot deck. And the Way's main energy is pray in the upright position. In the reverse, it's trust. But so this is, and the card is called the Way. So in this instance, it being the very first card, I think that puts us, that card's presence there in that position is saying that this is the most beneficial energy to be in right now. Let me go a little bit further though. So before I do that, I'm going to hop on Facebook and let them know, I was muted. And my noob ass didn't know. All good now. Wait, faces. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work here. Oh, I just make myself laugh so much. So the second card that we have after the Way is the Seven of Swords. And in traditional tarot, the Seven of Swords is like a sneaky energy, right? It's like, what am I trying to say? It's usually like somebody is sneaking away carrying 5 swords with 2 swords left behind. So it can, it's air energy. Swords are air energy. So this can be somebody being sneaky with their words. It can be someone who is trying to sneak away from a situation, but taking as much as they can with them, right? It could be someone who maybe spoke badly about you to other people. It could be a situation like that. Maybe, you and this person used to be friends, and then you have a new friend and they're speaking poorly to you about that friend or whatever it is. So we go from this prey energy to the crisis energy of the Seven of Swords in the Patch Tarot deck. In the Patch Tarot deck, it looks a lot different. Everybody's pointing the swords right at our character who's out on a ledge here. And I think that it's interesting because this is a collective reading, and this Seven of Swords is Moon in Aquarius energy, and the moon symbolizes secrets. it has an energy of keeping something hidden until the time is right to reveal it. You know, the process to, you know, the progression of the phases of the moon until you get to the full moon where the light is the brightest, there's the most light to reveal the most information. It's this process. And here we have the moon lighting up red in the energy of Aquarius. And the reason that that's interesting to me is that Aquarius means all things humanitarian. You know, this is tarot for humans here, right? This is a collective reading for the humans. And here we have this card that symbolizes secrets. It symbolizes something being hidden from the people, okay? Something being another thing that's interesting about this card is that in the reverse, it doesn't mean crisis, it means strife when this card is in the reverse energy, which is not the same thing. You might think that they're both negative, but that doesn't mean that they're of the same energy. If you can just stick with me, if you can just feel me on that. The situation of strife is like working hard and maybe not seeing benefit for your hard work. But this card was in the upright, so this energy is representing crisis energy, which is a totally different thing. It's not that you're working, it's that something has happened and something has happened that is urgent, like the need to deal with it is very urgent, okay? And this can have some of us felt, backed up against a cliff. Now, whether that's you and that's your, what am I trying to say? Maybe you're struggling, trying to keep up with your bills, or maybe you are, how do I want to say this? Well, I mean, let's talk about this at a collective level. There are a lot of us who understand what the phrase "make ends meet" means, right? They're just trying to make ends meet every single month, and that can feel a little bit like being backed up against or backed into a corner, or about to get thrown over the edge, defending yourself from attacks. And then after that, we have the resolve energy of the 10 of Wands. Remember, 10s in tarot are an end to something, okay? 10s in tarot are like the end of a cycle. You have to reach, the Fool's journey starts with the one card, and it works its way up through the tarot deck, all the way up to 10. And when it gets to 10, it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of another. And so the 10 of Wands here is, they've kind of honed in on that ending of a cycle, an aspect of that that's really interesting to me, which is the resolve aspect. There was, maybe crisis or strife or whatever it was. And not only has that come to an end, but it's been resolved, meaning that problem's not going to be returning. So that's really interesting to me. Now, hold on. I just want to post this in my favorite Discord group real quick. There we go. Okay. So let me continue. Okay, and then, so we have this resolve energy, and I want to show you guys what this card looks like. See, it's a phoenix rising up. Its cage is burning, but it's still carrying it. But it doesn't really matter because that cage is burning up, and it's not going to be much weight for the phoenix to carry much longer. And then right after that, in the same position that we had last night, is our worry card. The Five of Pentacles, Five of Discs. This little character is sitting alone in a bubble of his own worry, his own making. I mean, if he wanted to just change his perspective and turn around and look over his shoulder, he would see that there's a door right there. He can just get out of this barren wasteland that he's got going on in his, there we go, that's way better, that he's got going on, oh, there we go, in his mind. And then right after that, we have the Nine of Wands, which the main energy of this card in this deck is endurance. In the reverse, it's sloth. This is Moon and Sagittarius energy for those people interested in the astrological energies, influences. This is 9 energy. This is coming to the end of something. Come on. How can I get it so you can see? There we go. Coming to the end of something. Oh, it's too bright over there. So in this card, the character is, he's got his 9 wands basically built into like a compound bow, or, a bow and arrow. And it looks like he's shooting the moon, but he's driving downward. Main energy of this card is endurance. Some of us are worried about devil energy. Is this endurance through devil energy? Devil energy can mean anything from codependent behavior. This could be anything about actual addiction to, gambling, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it might be, addictions, things that you have become dependent on, things that have become coping mechanisms, things that maybe at one point tempted you, but then you realized were unhealthy. That's what, sorry guys. That's kind of the energy of the tarot card, or the devil card in traditional tarot. It also represents Capricorn. Maybe this is an important time for certain Capricorns in humanity. That would be interesting. If you're a Capricorn, please leave a message. Or if you have Capricorn rising somewhere. I'm not really one of those astrological tarot readers, so I don't know enough, but I just remember this is a collective reading. So in this deck, the main energy of the devil card is desire. I want to show you. This is really quite a friendly devil card. And it's kind of, he's got this pile of gold that he's offering out with his hands, and he's wearing the mask. His face is very friendly, benign looking, but you see his horns. And he's offering his pile of gold, which is whatever you desire or obsess about. This is a card of obsession, okay? And here we have a female figure and a male figure, and they're kind of trapped. They're in chains by this devil energy. I want to get through this first stage because we're going to go layers and layers down. This is just the general energy. So far, we've, I feel that this first card can be viewed as a call to prayer, because there's a lot of crisis, and there needs to be resolve, especially because there's so much worry. We feel like we're just enduring, and all the while there's this devil energy. But on our last row, again, it's another 9. This is the 9 of discs, okay? This is, well, the energy of the card is growth. You see our little patch lady? Trying to get her good for you guys. There we go. There she is. And she's just out in nature. She's got like a bird landed on her hand. She's all happy, you know? She's just enjoying the growth. In the reverse, this energy is decay, but this is Venus and Virgo energy for you astrologers. 9 of discs or 9 of pentacles is like, you know, again, a 9 is like coming to the end. It's not the end, it's coming to the end, okay? So 9 of discs, 9 of pentacles is like you've stacked your coins, okay? Wow, you've stacked your coins. That's what a beautiful feeling. Okay. And there's all, when you've stacked, okay. 9 of pentacles is like, you've been through the 2 of pentacles, making that initial choice. You've figured out, you know, how, once you've made that initial choice, you figured out how to work it out. You started planning, you started organizing, you started figuring it out, you know, what this journey is going to look like. You went up through the 4 of pentacles, feeling very protective of what you've earned so far because you've worked so hard. You've made it through the 5 of pentacles. You've felt sometimes in the past, you know, that there's just too much. There's too much to worry about. There's too much worry. You know, then you get through the 6 of pentacles. The 6 of pentacles is like, maybe it'll come out. Maybe it'll come out. We'll save the 6, because I could talk for a long time about the 6 of pentacles, but I want to stick with this reading here. So you're working your way up through a progression. And when you're at the 9 of pentacles, you've seen the reward for all your hard work. My friend, you see all of the abundance and bountifulness and all of that for your hard work. And you know that like the 10 of pentacles, like the ultimate, like the absolute pinnacle of what you know, your work and your material wealth can gain you. You're looking at it on the horizon when you're in a 10 of or a 9 of pentacles energy. And what comes after a 10? So you see the pinnacle coming on the horizon, and you're already thinking, so the fuck what? What's after that? Maybe there's a sense of freedom that comes up. Like, wait a minute, I'm about to reach the tippy top. And then what? Maybe that's exciting for you because our next card is the Fool. Okay? And the Fool, oh yeah, there he is. The Fool is also the child in the Patch Tarot deck. Okay? He's got his little kitty friend, right? This kitty friend's like, look out! You're not really paying attention where you're going. But the Fool is like, I don't care, man, because look at this cool thing that I just found out. Oh, where is he? That I just found out over here. He's touching reality. This touching of reality represented here is this thought, this spark, this new awareness, which means possibilities. And it's very fitting, very fitting. And I want to talk about this on the collective level. Where is he? Come on, Patch. There he is. That this is also representing the child card. the Fool in the Patch Tarot deck is the Child, because collective children are possibilities, right? How we choose to raise them, what we expose them to, who we expose them to, what ideas they're allowed access to, all of these things are ways that our children are going to be able, that if we do these things consciously, these are ways that our children are going to be able to start off in a better place than we did, right? Like the whole idea is that we can raise the next generation to have it better, to do better than the generation that came before it. And so in this collective reading, like if the collective has reached this 9 of Pentacles, and we can see the height of what materialism can bring us, the pinnacle of as good as materialism can get. And we're already asking ourselves, even before we have it, we're already asking ourselves, okay, but what's after that? The Child. Possibilities, beginnings, starting out. And in the last position, we have the Hermit card. How many people are hermited out in their house right now? I'm a Cancer, and let me tell you, I have been in my crab shell for probably about 6 weeks now, just like sticking to myself, figuring myself out, maybe burning away a few of those pieces of me that I don't need, that aren't serving me, right? So again, let's go over the energy one more time. And then we're going to start pulling clarifiers, because I want to go through each of these cards and really get a good sense of what, why this energy is here specifically for the collective. I said it last night in the first collective reading. This is for all of us. We have to remember that, like, these energies, I'm not trying to pull on any specific person. What I'm trying to do is see where the collective is at and figure out where we need to start, because I feel like we all have the same goal, and that goal is to see humanity at its pinnacle, to see humanity fulfill its potential individually and also on the collective. What if we can create an amazing, futuristic world? But we won't know unless we can get there. And clearly we're having some issues, lots of crisis. A need for resolve. Okay. So we begin the energy with this, or the reading with this pray energy in the Way card. Pray during crisis. I feel like there will be resolve. There will come resolve. We're worrying about it. We're feeling like we're enduring something. And I feel like the worry that we have has a lot to do with the desire energy from the Devil card, okay? That 7 of Swords energy, maybe we're worried. Maybe we're worried that devil is, speaking bad words on us. Maybe we're worried that somehow there's a devil energy working behind the scenes, doing things that we're not aware of, that we're kept in the dark about. With this moon and Aquarius energy, right? Secrets being kept from humanity. Okay, so there's a lot to worry about. But at the same time, it's never this or that. It's always this and that. This can be true and that can be true. We can have this, obnoxious desire, devil energy, but at the same time, there's growth with these two beautiful cards. When they're side by side, the contrast of these two energies is really quite something. It's really quite something. So there's growth. Amongst all of that worry, all of that endurance, the need for resolve during crisis, praying to whoever our higher power is, there's been growth. And there's a coming to an end of something. We have a 10 here. We have a 9 here. We have 2 9s here. We have a Holy Arcana here and a Major Arcana. 2 Major Arcana. There's possibilities in this growth. Ooh. So we're meditating. Just look at our Hermit. That's our Hermit. This is Virgo energy. In the reverse, this card stands for isolation, but if you look here, he's meditating. There's all this stuff happening around him. There's, you know, he's manifesting or whatever it is that he's doing, looking for the inner light to guide him. And in the meantime, he's being protected down here with these little guys, the 3-headed dog. Okay, so I want to get some clarifiers. Hi, Michael. I hope you're still there. Let's see. Yeah, totally. I do need to change the battery on my smoke detector and I keep forgetting. That's funny. No, seriously, I've been to like three or 4 different stores that I could have changed it. There it is. It's really annoying. Sorry, guys. I'll change it by tomorrow's live stream. How about that? I'm going to hold my feet to the fire, literally. Okay, so we're going to start with our first card, the Way. 2 more cards, please, for the Way. This is praying energy. Pray. Oh my. Oh no. I'll take the top one. Thank you. Yeah, this is only my second collective reading. And yesterday was the first time I'd done it, and I had such a good time that, I mean, I had like a whole, I swear, like a syllabus written out for this whole campaign. But now I kind of just feel like I want to do tarot. So, oh, okay. Well, here's the thing, like Spirit's not messing around. So, clarifying the Way, we have perceptive in the Queen of Swords energy. We have the Queen of Discs and we have the Crown. Okay. The main energies here are perceptive, supportive, completion, and embodiment. Okay, so yesterday we talked about this. The Queen of Swords, man. Hold on, my light sucks. There we go. The Queen of Swords, like, she does not care. Look at how bored she looks. She's like, I don't have time for this. She's like, yeah, I see you praying. You're praying for help. You're praying for this. You're praying for that. But remember what we talked about yesterday? She says, I'm waiting for you to burn off all of your old shit. We've got places to go, and you cannot be carrying all of this baggage with you. You need to burn all of this shit off. It's got to go. That was her message yesterday. In this position, she feels like she's saying, yeah, I understand. I understand y'all are praying. And then we have the Queen of Discs, who is very wise on her own. She has been through the process of earning those pentacles, right? She's like, come to the completion. She's figured out all of the other stuff that the other queens have too, almost. You know, if she had figured out everything, she would be the Empress, right? But the Queen of Pentacles, like, she's got it going on. And her energy is supportive. She comes from a healthy place, a happy place, a loving place, a supportive place. This card is the card of supportiveness. Okay. She's supporting her kingdom. So we got two queens, just one, bam, bam, right after another, right over the prey. Sandwiched. You guys got to see how this looks. Sandwiched between two Holy Arcana cards. So we have the prey energy with the way, and then the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Discs, and then the Crown. Damn, y'all. Okay. So we're just going to sit with that. To me, this feels like the universe is saying, yo, I got you. You need to perception. You need to understand that I got you. You've been praying. I heard you. I heard you. This is going to come to a completion here. This cycle, humanity has the opportunity to complete this cycle and embody that perception and that supportive nature of the universe. Damn, that's heavy, guys. What? Okay, let's clarify crisis. 2 cards for crisis. We're going to come back to that whole storyline right there at some point. The High Priestess doesn't come out, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to think, because it seems like this is her night to shine. Three cards for crisis. 7 of Swords. Smoke detector. And we got three queens on the table. Is that it? 3 queens. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep all of these. There's 4, but so it's asking to clarify crisis. And this is how I picked them up. So it's Queen of Wands, passionate energy, 4 of Discs, stability, resurrection. That's the evolution card. Courage, the 7 of Wands. Okay, the 7 of Wands is a defensive. It's a defensive card. The 7 of Wands is like, you know, maybe back to that crisis atmosphere, crisis energy with the 7 of Swords. This 7 of Wands comes up right on top of that with courage. Okay, so crisis, courage through crisis. There's an evolution taking place. An evolution that can lead to stability, lead to a passionate resolve. Here's our Queen of Wands right next to our Phoenix card. Passionate resolve. This Queen of Wands, she's so passionate, and she has all the love. She's got, she might be, a little fiery. She might be a little, I'll do what I want when I want. There's nothing wrong with that as long as everybody's honest, right? But passionate versus frenzied. This card in the reverse, the energy is frenzied. Okay. Right next to that resolve, passionate resolve. 3 cards for worry, please. guess we need a more serious shuffle than all of that. Whoa. All right. That's it. Okay. You guys, I can't make it up. Here, right over top of this worry card. I'm going to flip over 2 more, but right over the worry card, we get the star card. The star is faith. Having faith amongst or amidst our worry, having faith, even while we're in this clouded, confused energy, maybe feeling left out in the cold, feeling like we're uncared for, feeling like we've been left to worry alone. Have faith. Tarot, you can't make it up. Y'all saw me shuffling. It just happens like that. It really does. This one. Again, renunciation. This happened last night. Renunciation. Getting rid of the old shit. Making room for new things that are going to bring better things to you. Okay? Don't carry all this broken baggage. Leave it alone. Leave it behind. Come up here. Come find, ascend. Find those gifts that are waiting for you that you needed to make room for. Have faith. Have faith that your worries don't need to be your worries much longer. If you can do these things. If you can get rid of these things. Here it is. One more. Yes, if you can transition. If you can have that death of the ego, perhaps. If you can understand the lessons and transition. Go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Wow. I think I said last night that I felt like the cards were being very blunt. Like I was like, oh, you couldn't have said that more obviously. Like those are the most obvious cards that you could have used to express that. And then I'm like, you don't want to second guess yourself. You don't want to be like, well, how deep do I need to go into this? Because that seems like that makes a lot of sense. Same thing. That's the same thing that I'm seeing tonight too. Or maybe it's just that the energy that we're reading is so loud and clear that it's obvious, there's nothing else that it could be, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'm going to drink some water. This one. The Ace of Swords, realization. On top of our endurance card, diligence, 8 of discs, putting the work in. Power of creation with the wizard. What? Boy. Okay. I feel like I could spend 20 minutes just on our worry card and its clarification. So, but all right, how about this? Okay, let's just start with your endurance. Yes, we've been enduring. We have been enduring. Okay. Been enduring all this worry, uncertainty, trying to have faith, understanding that maybe there's a transition that could happen. This is an opportunity for change, right? Having that realization that there's something that we can do about this. This is our Ace of Swords. Having that realization, so bright. There we go. Having that realization with that Ace of Swords that what is true can be a guide, right? Swords are all about speaking truth, telling the truth. That's why the 7 of Swords is like sneaky, backhanded words, or, paying somebody a compliment that's not really a compliment, or being nice to somebody's face. And then as soon as they walk away, you're talking shit, right? Hating on, saying words of displeasure at somebody else's success. Okay. These are all Seven of Swords energy. And here, right below actually that Seven of Swords, right below it in the next row, clarifying endurance, we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is here to proclaim what's true. This is the realization of truth. What was hidden in that Moon and Aquarius card, what was hidden from humanity, is plainly true after this realization. Plainly true. And we're going to get to that realization, which, you know, an ace is a 1 card. That's starting over, too. So we have 2 cards here of starting over. The Child and the Ace of Swords. But we're going to get to that position of new beginning in truth through diligence. Okay, this is the 8 of Discs. Let me make sure I had him up right. The 8 of Discs. He's planted all his seeds. You know, he's collected all of his tools and, you know, he's doing all of his work, and he's totally happy and he's content. And that's when new beginnings happen for you, my friend, for humanity, is when we have the realization that there's the work to do, and we begin to do the work. And then we just become so happy doing the work that we just forget about all of the other stuff that was kind of like, you know, weighing us down, and, you know, like worrying about what other people said about us, or worrying about what was acceptable, you know, like those old institutions that we talked about last night that maybe held limiting beliefs about ourselves that don't serve us anymore, letting them go, doing that work, working on your interests, on, you know, as the collective, working on what is, you know, a passionate, with this Queen of Wands, a passionate resolve, putting in the hard work, and harnessing the power of creation here with the Wizard card. Okay, we have the ability to do that as a collective. Remember, this is a collective reading. Even through all of that worry and that scary transition with the Death card, you know, death is just transition. Energy doesn't die. Clarifying the desire. No, I feel like this, I didn't actually ask for a clarification card. I just started shuffling, and the King of Swords popped out. So now we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. I feel like he belongs on that endurance energy, analytical, being analytical in this work, understanding all of the perspectives, understanding all of the conflicts, the reasons, the truth behind the conflicts, understanding the process of transition, being analytical about that, not becoming over emotional about that. I just realized I got so excited. Give me 3 cards for resolve. For the 10 of Wands, 3 cards. Woo. There's the Sun card. Hasn't come up yet, but it's a beautiful card. There's the Sun card. Ooh. No, instead what pops out is the Ace of Discs. Two aces. Resolve, clarified by formation. 2 aces. New beginnings. Formation of something. The formation of something made after a passionate resolve is declared. With that Ace of Swords, that's a declaration of truth. That's badass. That is pretty badass. Wow. 2 more cards for resolve, please. And thank you. Ooh, there's that Ascension card. It didn't pop out, but boy, it sure did last night. Princess of Discs, transmutation. Okay. Good stuff. Princess of Discs. The Princess of Discs. She knows the basics, okay? The Princess of Discs, she knows what steps need to be done to achieve, okay? But she doesn't have any practice because there's a lot of stuff that you have to learn on job. You know what I mean? And she's the page. She's this is the female apprentice energy. You know, she's the errand boy. She watches everybody working, and she knows what to do, but she doesn't have any experience. Maybe nobody's given her a chance yet. That could be. What type of energy is feminine that humanity hasn't given a chance? I don't think that this has anything to do with a woman president. It's the formation of something. Something that has had some perspective, but that's just too much. I'm sorry. That's too much. But somebody that has some perspective and understanding, right? But they don't have any practice. They don't have any practice. Oh shit. There it is. The Sun card. The Sun card. This is illumination, yes. In the Patch Tarot deck, that is its main energy. In traditional tarot, this is like the happiness card. This is the happiest of happy. This is everything is bright and sunny and yellow and beautiful and shining and golden. Everything is bathed in gold and happy. Okay. This is how this reads. Through this passionate resolve, burning off the old. There's going to be the formation of something new that transmutes. It transmutes all of that crisis. Oh my gosh, I wish this would focus better. All of that crisis is transmuted. And everything, there's this book I read years ago, everything is illuminated. Everything becomes illuminated. And harmonious again. By the way, the happy card, sorry guys, I want this to focus so I can speak to you about it. The happy card, there we go. Illumination, in the reverse, it's narcissism. Everything is truth and honest, or it's a mask, it's narcissism, okay? That's pretty powerful. Okay, but that's just our first row. We're going to keep on going. Let me just drink some water. This is very, very intense because, there's such big energies popping out. There's so much major arcana, holy arcana. What's 1, 2, 3, 4? A king, 4 queens, 3 queens? Yeah, we don't. Isn't that the energy that we don't see here? You know what queen we're missing? We have all the queens except 1. We don't have the Queen of Cups in here. Where's the feminine energy bringing the love? Because what I see here, dudes, this is fucked up. If you have some guy friends who are kind of feeling down about themselves for just being a man, maybe a woman made them feel bad, or maybe I don't know who this is for, but maybe they're just feeling some sort of way about themselves because of something that a woman or a female figure in their life did to make them feel that way, or to give them feels about whatever that is. You're a human being, dude. I don't know, maybe invite them to come in. Like, we still have half the tarot reading to go, so you can invite them to come and watch this too. But I feel like this reading is all about the men. This reading is all about our divine masculine right here. Wow. There is not a single loving, except, this isn't true, except for the 9 of discs. This isn't necessarily feminine energy, although oftentimes it is depicted as a woman in abundance. But even still, this position and the meaning of this card would, taking in Venus and Virgo energy would be like recognizing that the women have grown, right? But I know that that's not necessarily true, that it's just the women who have been working on growing. Oh, y'all, we're going to get deep. I'm telling you, make some popcorn. I don't know, crack open a beer or whatever, invite your homies over, because we're about to get into some shit. But I got to drink some water. Give me 3 cards on the devil. Masculine, have you become addicted to love? This isn't going to be like an R-rated reading or anything. We're not going to get into that. But if it, whatever comes up, comes out. The masculine, are you addicted to love? Is that 80s song, early 90s song? 2 more cards, yep. Princess of Cups, the Priestess. Oh, shit. Whoa, guys. Remember, I was just saying, like, there's no feminine energy really on this board that's like friendly or loving, It was fiery, feminine energy. It was practical feminine energy. And then when we get to the Devil card is clarified by the 2 of Cups, which is basically major arcana for the lower arcana. 2 of Cups is like soulmate shit. Soul love, 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 love. Okay? Clarified. Okay, so the Devil card, clarified by the 2 of Cups, clarified by the Princess of Cups, clarified by the Priestess. Men. I don't know who this is for. But this is pretty clear to me. Men. Divine masculine, as the tarot readers like to say, which I'm a tarot reader, and I guess now I say that too. Have you relied on the feminine in your life? Hold on, let's settle in. Have you relied, where are you, on the feminine in your life to be your guru? Have you relied on them to feel your sense of love, self-love, love of the divine, love of the creator, love of humanity? Have you relied on that feminine energy to guide your relationship to those things? if you have done that, is it because that you are maybe a little bit afraid to use your own intuition to handle those types of situations? You know, whether it be caring for a needy member of your community, or handling relationships within your church, maybe, or the family. Right, right. Handling the relationships around you so that you don't have to worry about making the wrong decision. Are you perhaps addicted to the guidance and maturity and sure-footedness of the females in your life that you let them take over for you? You say, I'll let you do this for me because I know you love me. And they'll say, I'll do this for you because I love you. The Princess of Cups is a dreamy energy. The Princess of Cups is like she's so caught up in loving. Here's our feminine energy. Ladies, now I'm going to call you all out too. Oh, everybody's getting all called out. Men, you've been relying on the women to handle your emotional business for you because it was too scary. And ladies, this is a collective reading, okay? I'm not saying that all of us are guilty of this, but I am saying that on a whole, this is a whole like big chunk of why it is that the male, the divine male and the divine female have not been able to be together, okay? You need to think about what that means. This isn't just about you or me. This is about being honest because we got fucking work to do. We need to be moving forward. We want to get to that 10 of Cups energy that we saw last night in the last reading, right? So ladies, yes, men are, allowing you to handle their business. Their emotional business. But ladies, you are more than happy to do it, aren't you? You're more than happy to carry the burden of the emotional health of your relationship with your divine masculine. You're more than happy to carry the burden of the relationships that might affect your relationship with the divine masculine. You're including children, including parents and in-laws, including the divine masculine's co-workers that maybe rub them the wrong way. Whatever it is, you are more than happy to handle all of those things because you understand that if you handle them, then they will be taken care of. Think about that. Not that if he handles them, they're going to be taken care of. You want to handle all of that. You're more than happy to do it because then you don't have to trust him to handle it. Now, do you think that your man is a child? Is that what you think? Goodness. Goodness. Again, collective reading. I'm not calling you out individually, okay? Just saying. Okay. 3 cards for clarifying growth. Nine of discs. Nine of discs, please. Ace of Cups. Compassion. Isn't that interesting? When I wanted to clarify the Devil card, all that came up was all the female energy. Princess of Cups. Or I'm sorry, Prince of Cups. So compassion, clarifying growth, and expressive energy, clarifying compassion. And then closure, another 10. Okay, end of a cycle. We've got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. Do we got any more 10s? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Look at this 10 of Swords, you guys. This is wild. Look at our fella. Okay, this is closure. This is the closure card. The thing that strikes me most about this card, usually in tarot, the closure or the 10 of Swords is represented by a person laying face down with 10 swords stuck in their back. And in this deck, all of the swords are sticking in the fleshiest, most vulnerable part of his body. He saw every single one of those swords coming at him. Saw every single one coming. That always strikes me about this card. In the reverse, it's torment, but in the upright, it's closure. There's been a cycle of growth. Okay? We're coming to the end of a cycle of growth for humanity, and I feel that this is both a cycle of growth for the divine masculine and also a cycle of growth for the divine feminine. The cycle was here to teach us lessons, clearly. Anything that has this painful of an ending to it, 10 of Swords, end of a cycle, closure. Anything that has this painful of an ending to it, there is a reason, there's a lesson to be learned, especially 10 of Swords. The end of a cycle, meaning the ultimate truth, the end of the sword cycle, the ultimate truth. This is one hell of a lesson for humanity. The lesson here is, out of this cycle of growth, we've gained compassion, okay? But these are two separate energies. These are both, one is represented by the Prince of Cups, a male energy, and the other is represented by the Ace of Cups, which is, in this card, it's a female energy. The compassion, the Ace of Cups, the emotional new beginning. This emotional beginning is based in compassion, okay, for the female energy, having compassion, perhaps for our beautiful male counterparts. But the lesson for our male counterparts is expressiveness, learning how to express themselves, learning the language of their emotions, learning what words that they could use to express how they feel so that they don't feel like they're constantly being misunderstood. Because let me tell you, male energy is a mystery to me also. You know, I have 2 little boys and I'm learning it as best I can, and they surprise me every day, you know? 3 cards for possibilities. Hmm. Three cards for the child. 3 cards for possibilities. Three cards. Perfect. What? my gosh. You saw me. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. We have, where is it? The Ten of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. Prosperity. We have the Ten of Discs, which is legacy. And we have the Four of Swords, respite, rest, contemplation, understanding, gaining mental clarity. Swords are about truth, consciousness, okay? The possibilities that lay ahead at the end of this growth cycle where the feminine learn compassion and the masculine learn to express itself finally. The possibilities are prosperity, legacy. After deep contemplation about what all of this means, deep contemplation. Let me talk to you about these tens, okay? This is legacy, this one. This is legacy, okay? That means that whatever you have put all of your work, your heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into is going to, it not only started with your ancestors, okay? Because you didn't just pop out of nowhere. You started, you know, your parents had you and your parents' parents had them and all the way back, okay? Your ancestors are watching you. Your ancestors are watching you complete this legacy of this cycle of growth. They're watching you accept that not just you, but humanity is worthy of prosperity and leaving behind something to the next generation or possibly the seventh generation. If we can do it right, if we can use that time of rest and contemplation, that time of, you know, there, I got to keep bringing it over this way. That time of rest, meditation. If we can use that time properly, which I feel like we're being given that time right now. Do the rest of you feel that in the air? Do the rest of you feel that? It feels like we're on a timeout almost. Now, keep in mind, I don't watch the news, so I have no idea what's going on in the media, but it feels like with this energy, we've been given just a minute to like sit at home and relax and pay attention to what's important and understand what our values are, right? Understand what's important to us so that we can realign our priorities to match our purpose. Yesterday, we talked a lot about purpose. But if we can do that, if we can use this time, we can have prosperity and legacy, okay? Again, here's our meditation card. We'll get 3 cards for the Hermit. Just reflecting that respite energy of the Four of Swords. Taking a rest, taking a time out, taking a breather because you know that your mental health is going to benefit from it. Okay. What? You guys, I was saying that we've been given kind of a timeout, right? Like given a rest period. If you feel that, that's great. That's how I feel. Okay. But I definitely feel that. Are some of you using your rest period to torture yourselves? Are some of you using your rest period to hurt yourself further by memories of hurts that you've had in the past? Are you moving forward in your life in a pragmatic energy because you're not sure where to place trust? You're not sure who is trustworthy. You're not sure if you have all the information. Clarify 9 of Swords, please. No, that's too much. You guys, we were almost done with the reading. We got to the Hermit, the very last position. And then all of this starts coming out. What's going on? Oh, whoa. Sorry, I know I'm noisy. Sorry, you guys. Kimberkiss, you're awesome. Okay. So the King of Cups just popped out. The main energy of this card in the Patch Tarot deck. Well, I'm trying to get this for you guys so you can see. Okay, is responsive. Okay, let me show you what came out. Okay, so this is on top of our Hermit card. So I feel like this is the masculine. This is the masculine trying to work through whatever this heavy emotion that their intuition keeps knocking them upside the head with, but they're trying to drown it out. They're using alcohol, they're using sex, they're using whatever they can to kind of ignore what's happening. But they're forced, like the universe isn't going to allow you to ignore this. You've been forced into this hermit mode, this meditative state, okay? And what's put you there is this pragmatism, because here he is. Okay. That's our Prince of Discs, okay? He's pragmatic. He's wondering about the best way to move forward, the best strategic way to move forward, the best way to not affect what he's already earned and protect what he's already earned, but still get what he wants, to have his cake and eat it too. How do I move forward? Having my cake and eating it too. Because I don't want to share all of these things that are eating me up in the middle of the night. I don't want to tell anybody about what this is. This is my business. This is my hurt. This is my pain. It's mine. I don't want to share it. I want to have my cake and eat it too. And in comes rushing the King of Cups. Can you see him? He's got a big old smile on his face. I hope you can see it. Oh, I don't know if you can. He's so cheesy. Come on, King of Cups. There, you see it? His cheesy smile. The King of Cups. He's got great big emotion, the King of Cups. Huge emotion. You know, look at all this. The water's coming up, the water's coming down, the water's building up in the storm clouds behind him. Like, he's ruler of all of the emotion. Water is emotion, and he's the ruler of all of that. He's got a little king crab, like a little crab coming out of his cup. Right there. He's got a lot of love to give, the King of Cups, but he's not interested in sharing it. He's got a lot of love to give, and he will love, but he'll love how he wants to love, how he needs to love. Because he doesn't want to get into those emotional depths. He likes to control the emotions. That's what the King of Cups is all about, controlling the emotions. I bet somebody watching this is feeling this, because I'm feeling this. Somebody's feeling this. News not good for you, huh? Yeah. You know, what I'm really interested in, you guys, basically this reading is over, but I don't feel like I'm done yet, because something's really eating away at me about this. Masculine, why would you choose addiction? Why would you choose distraction? Why would you choose to hand over your power to another individual to manage for you? Why would you look for a woman energy, a feminine energy to handle those situations for you? Why would you be comfortable in that energy? Because I don't want anybody telling me how I feel. I want to figure out how I feel on my own. You know, I might be interested to hear some opinions of my friends or my close, family members or whatever, if there's something that I'm struggling with, just to get a different perspective so that I can weigh what I think against what they think and see how that fits with me. But I'm not looking for somebody to take over the reins of that aspect of my life. And I feel like that's what this was saying, is that devil energy was two-sided, right? It was men being willing to give up the power of their own emotions so that they didn't have to deal with the heartache of it, maybe. I'm not sure why. I'm going to pull some more cards, and I think it's going to be about that. But women wholeheartedly accepting that responsibility. And I just got thinking that it's the compassionate thing to do. Oh, my emotions are hard for my masculine, so I don't pressure him to deal with those. He doesn't want to deal with those, so I don't pressure him to deal with those emotions. Okay, so why? Why was this devil energy here? What was up with this devil energy? This feminine, masculine, shared addiction. Oh, I mean, F you, it's the Hermit again. Yeah, I know. Who else is in meditation right now? Come on, Hermit. I'm so sleepy on you. Lord. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling like getting the hell out of Hermit mode recently. I don't feel like I'm quite there yet. There's the healing happening, right? I saw that 10 of Cups trying to pop out again. Ooh, popped right up. Ace of Discs, formation. Well, see, this is what I'm saying. Last night was almost exactly the same reading, just one or two things off. And clearly, like, there's a reason for that, because it got us around to this shared feminine, masculine, divine addiction. That's what I'm going to call it, I guess. Gosh, this is turning into a drama. And now we're going to get the same cards again. Yeah, here's the Princess of Discs, transmutation. What we had coming up under the resolve card as a clarifier in the last reading. Woo! 3 of Cups. Okay, I like this. 3 of Cups is working together. This is Mercury and Cancer energy. This is abundance. All right, abundance. Okay, but I'm wondering about, why is the devil here? I think I'm going to do 6 cards for this one. That last one went on a long time. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's 9:30. Yeah, I did that last one for about an hour and a half. So you guys are awesome for still being here. This is awesome. Yeah, I feel like I just want to do collective readings every day. Yesterday was the first one I ever did, and I'm just like, wow, this is when you apply collective energy to these cards, the meanings are so much. I think the word I used yesterday was potent. They're so much more potent when this is collective energy, which I hadn't experienced before. Thank you. The 6 of Discs, generosity, equal give and take, choosing who to give to. Got some Taurus, Moon and Taurus energy. Stubborn knowledge. Somebody not giving knowledge. What? Hold on, we're getting there. I just need one more card. One more card. One more card, please. Ooh. Resurrection, evolution. Okay. Why is the Hermit here? Motherfucking Hermit. I'm not a meanie, and I'm not going to say that this is Virgo energy, so you guys all go out and start blaming the Virgos for us not being able to move forward. Wow. The Aeon, advancement. Okay, yeah, clearly, duh. Thank you. Meditation, hermit mode, working on insights, gaining intuition, advancing for advancement, gaining intuition for advancement, gaining inner knowledge for advancement. Lovely. I love it. But please. 10 of Wands. Resolve. One more. Gosh, yeah. Strength. Okay. Beautiful. All right. All right. And advancement is inevitable. Okay. Advancement is inevitable. If you go into the hermit mode, that means one thing, that either you put yourself there because you knew that you had something to learn, or the universe puts your ass there until you learn it. Okay. So either you go in knowing what's going to happen, or you come out enlightened either way. Okay. So advancement is inevitable. The best thing that you can do is have resolve about the situation. The best thing that you can do, don't try to resist it. This is the end of a cycle. This is a 10. This is the end. You're burning off all of it that doesn't serve you anymore. By the time you come out of this hermit mode collective, you're going to be a brand new creature. A creature that came out of the fire. Okay, how much stronger are you going to be? Fucking serious with you. How much stronger are you going to be? This is our strength card. Passion card. How much stronger are you going to be when you come out of this hermit mode, having burned off all of that shit that doesn't serve you anymore? How much more advanced? Advanced is the exciting word there. How much more advanced are you going to be? Okay. See, now I feel like we're getting warmed up. It took us an hour and a half with that first reading. Now we're getting warmed up. Yeah, no kidding. Break the chains, huh? I don't know. You know, our last card in this reading is evolution. So let's just see what happens, see where we go. I can tell you I'm getting tired of seeing the hermit just a little bit. This is the sun in Aries. Okay, this is like 100% fire. Ready? Purpose. Okay, this is the Three of Wands. Look at this beautiful card. The Three of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Purpose. In the reverse, this is idleness. I don't know about any of you, but I don't feel very idle in these times. I feel the need to move. This is our first clarification card for the Ace of Discs, which is formation. Okay. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards for formation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Queen of Swords. She ain't got no time for your bullshit. You better make sure you burned off all of what's not needed during that hermit stage, because you got a purpose. And she's ready to move, and she ain't got time for your bullshit. So don't bring any of that old stuff with you. Get rid of that baggage. She's bored with you. She's bored with us. She's bored with humanity. She's saying, get your shit together. One more for formation, please. Yeah, purpose, man. 2 more cards. Okay. 8 of Swords and 9 of Wands. Okay. But we're confused. 8 of Swords. The thing about 8 of Swords is it's usually depicted with a blindfolded figure, and they're all bound. Their hands are bound in all of this. And there's swords stuck in the ground all around them. And what I what is so silly is like the figure never looks as though they can't get out of the ropes. Like they couldn't just pull the blindfold off and like see that there's no guards there. That's just a bunch of swords in the ground. They could like pick up one of those swords and defend themselves if they have to. They just stand there, and it's because it's a mental block. They're bound by their own mental shit. There is no external forces. Okay. And look, we're sitting here in this confused energy, yeah? This confused energy. Okay, head down, blocking out all our senses, not opening up and looking to see what's around us. Okay? We're just enduring it. Just enduring it. As if we don't have a choice in the matter, as if we can't just take the blindfold off. Remember, this is clarifying the Princess of Discs. This is clarifying the transmute energy. Okay? This is Nine of Wands here. It came up in the other reading too, the one right before this. The Way. Okay. So the Way is our pray card. So maybe instead of feeling like, where is it? Pull it back. There we go. Feeling like we have to endure, maybe we just need to open up ourselves to prayer. Open up ourselves to intuition, open up ourselves to our relationship with Source, that deep soul love that I was going on about. And renounce those things that don't serve us. How many times can this card come up for us, for the collective? Okay, give me 3 cards on abundance. 3 cards on abundance. 3 of Cups energy. You know, the abundance card can also be the card of gluttony. This is Mercury and Cancer energy. Gluttony comes from feeling a lack of safety and security, so you get as much as you possibly can while you can. It's like being the littlest kid at a table with 8 siblings and it's dinner time and you know that there's not going to be enough for everyone to get their fill. That's gluttony. But have faith, my babies. The star is here to tell you. All you need to do is have faith. There is abundance. There is enough. No matter what you might think, there is enough for everyone. 2 more cards. Oh, you know it. There is enough for everyone, even if we've hurt each other, even if we've caused each other suffering, even if we've been through crisis with each other, that doesn't mean that there's not enough to go around. Okay, abundance is exactly that. It is abundant. There never is not enough. Okay, this is clarifying our 6 of Discs. Is the 4 of Discs. Okay, this is stability. Or clarifying our generosity card is stability, the stability card. But remember, the reverse of the stability card is hoarding, lack mentality, a feeling of not having enough, gluttony, getting as much as you can while you can. Damn, guys, we got some deep-seated issues. 6 of Swords. So we've got 6, 4, 6. Clarifying the 6 of Discs. Equal give and take. 6 of Discs. 6 of Pentacles. Equal give and take. Clarifying that is ascension. 6 of Swords. Victory. Okay. It's going to take clarifying our resurrection card, our evolution card. Oh, shit. You can't make this up. Hold on. We need 1 more card for this. Cannot make this up. Hi, Logan 112. Expressive. Wow. Okay. Okay. So our pragmatic little bitch made motherfucker just came up here. Sorry, guys. I know you might not like the language. This is how I talk. Okay? I'm not getting down on the Prince of Pentacles. Okay? Actually, bitch made is not fair. Okay? Motherfucker, whatever. Bitch made is not fair. This guy, bros, trying to remember that lesson from the last reading. Have some goddamn compassion. This pragmatic motherfucker is so set on doing exactly the right thing, making exactly the right plans, exactly the right moves, that he's not moving at all. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the whole. It's one of the slowest moving energies in the whole tarot deck. I think the slowest moving would be the Ace of Pentacles, which is like the divine gift, you know? That's all about divine timing. But the Knight of Pentacles is just slow on his own, for his own reasons, okay? Slow for his own reasons, slow to evolve, slow to love, slow to express himself, okay? But I think it's pretty obvious what these cards here are talking about is that we're all going through an evolution, an ascension. Everybody is going through the same shit that you are. Okay, it might not look exactly the same. It might not have the same characters that play on the same themes of, you know, our psychological archetypes or whatever, but it's still the same thing. It's the hero's journey that you as an individual are going through and that we as a collective are going through together right now. We are all going through it at the same time. We're all going through it at the same time, okay? So we need to have a little compassion because as hard as it is for you to be in hermit mode, it's just as hard for me. And as hard as it is for me to accept the things that I've held inside of myself in the past, needing to let go, I know it's just as hard for you to do that too. Maybe we need to have a little patience for each other. Maybe we need to have a little more trust in the universe. Maybe we need to understand that you and I are all pieces of the same thing, and that is God. And we are all here to play our parts, to have our experiences, free will, passions, individuality, uniqueness and sincerities, genuine sincerities, all those things that make us unique. We're all meant to be here to have those things and those changes and those growths and those lessons and those ego deaths and those whatever. I feel like I'm messing up my lipstick, but we're all meant to do this here together. But what these cards have been talking about the last couple of days, and you better believe I'm going to be back here again reading cards again tomorrow because I can't believe it's been almost 2 hours now. Like I've done 2-hour readings for my closest friends and we're drinking wine. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't sit here and have a 2-hour tarot reading unless there's a damn large message that needs to be put across correctly and accurately. 10 of discs just popped out now. Hold on. We need to embrace the inspiration that we can get from surrender in that hermit mode. We need to understand that there is a change, a shift that can be made when we withdraw. When we withdraw from the influences of our institutions, whether that be family institutions, religious institutions, educational institutions, work institutions, societal institutions about acceptable behavior, when we step away from all of that, when we withdraw from all of that into our hermit mode where we can reflect and sit with our own intuition, this is the opportunity by embracing that inspiration that you get in those moments of surrender. This is the opportunity for us to build a legacy with each other. This is, you know, on the individual level, you know, whether you be in a relationship with a parent or a child or a lover or a partner or a business partner or a husband or a wife or whatever it is, grandparents, whatever, like this is a chance to shed all of the shit that's not working for us and start building a legacy, right? For this generation, the next generation, maybe 7 generations down the road, which would be an amazing feat. If you and I could get together and do that together. And how beautiful would it be too? Because then we would know that we are all here because we put in the work. We are all here participating in this because we put in the work in our inner selves and we burned off those things of us that didn't serve us anymore. And now we're here to just do the good work, to build that legacy with each other. That's amazing. Yeah, here it is. Works. This is the card of working together. It just popped out. You see tarot readings. I love tarot. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. Good works. Good works. Doing the good work with each other, working together, collaboration. I love it. I love it. Whew, you guys, this was intense. If you were here the whole time, if you were here for the whole 2 hours, that's amazing. Thanks for sticking with me. And I bet it was as much of a ride for you as it was for me. If you guys have any suggestions, if you, for the next live stream, if you want me to figure out a way to have like the cards on screen as I'm, so I'm not just holding them up for you, I can try to figure that out. But just let me know if there's anything you want me to do tomorrow for the next live stream that would be a little bit different. Remember, this live stream is going to be going on until the end of August. This is all for the hashtag Just One Billionaire crowdfunding campaign for the Better Than Barter app. It's the app that rewards you for doing favors for each other. So go to betterthan.world if you want to check out what that's all about. See if you want to become a founding member. But please share the hashtag Just One Billionaire for the next month. That's how we're going to get some exposure for the crowdfunding campaign, you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. This is really beautiful. I have a much deeper understanding of the divine female and male aspects that I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand this mutual addiction aspect, and I'm so thankful that I got this insight. Thanks so much, you guys. I love you so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay.